What is up, Switch leaders? We are back with another Switch Leader video, one of the last Switch Leader videos of the semester. We are almost finished with this semester of Switch, which is just crazy to believe how fast time has flown, how God has been moving in incredible ways. I actually want to, before we hop into the next couple of weeks, because there's a lot to know, I want to celebrate with you guys. This last week, we had Switch Fights Human Trafficking, and we got together, we shared, we raised awareness, we talked about preaching the gospel everywhere that we go, but also we prayed for those who were enslaved, people who are on the ground fighting against human trafficking. But we also gave, and I actually wanted to celebrate a number with you, our students, not just here in Mansfield, but across all of our Life Church locations, students and leaders gave over $71,000 to help fuel the fight against human trafficking. And when you say we are a part of something so much bigger than ourselves, we truly mean it, because God is moving in incredible ways. We know Switch isn't just something that happens here in this building on Wednesday nights, but it is a move of God, and God has instilled such a passion inside of our students to make a difference, not only here, but across the entire world. We know that God has entrusted them with gifts to do so as well. So I'm super excited for all the things to continue to come from that. It was an incredible night. I'm super thankful for every single one of you who were able to make it, led the way, and led your students to give. And I know that God's going to use all of those resources to do incredible things. That was last week. This coming week, we're starting a brand new message series called Becoming Healthy Humans, and we are going to be talking about how we can become more healthy so that we can love God fully and love others, because those are the two greatest commandments that Jesus has given us, is to love God and love others. But in order to do so, we know that there can be things that stand in the way of that affect our health. And to this week, I'm going to have the opportunity to bring the message about mental health, how students all across the United States, it has been an epidemic of anxiety, loneliness, depression, and just isolation that the enemy has wanted to keep our students in their own little worlds, off by themselves. But what we're going to be doing is raising this awareness of, hey, we know this is going on, but we also know that our God has greater plans for you. So I'm super excited to bring the message, and I want to encourage you. Maybe in your lifetime you've experienced those kinds of things, whether it be anxiety, depression, loneliness, whatever it may be. I want to encourage you to lead the way with vulnerability. And whether you've experienced or not, whether you haven't, the second thing I'd encourage you to do is step in and ask really deep questions. Asking the questions that may not feel the most comfortable, but we know that the enemy is going to want to keep you and keep your students quiet, off to themselves, make them feel like they're alone. But statistics say that, you are not alone. And we know that not only are you not alone because God is always with you, but you have people in your Switch group, maybe it's even yourself, that have experienced the things that our students are walking through. I want to encourage you, step out in boldness and trust that God is going to use you, your story, your leadership, and the way that you continue to pursue Jesus with everything that you do to make a difference in the lives of these students. I love you guys. I appreciate you and the way that you guys continue to lead. But before we end the video, we are actually going to talk about over the next couple of weeks. So I'll rattle off a couple of dates. Last Switch of the semester, y'all been wondering, is June 5th. So make sure you mark your calendars. That means we have 4 weeks left. It's crazy, but 4 weeks left to Switch, which means on our last Wednesday of the semester, we are going to be inviting our incoming 6th graders into Switch to experience what God is doing here, get to know their leaders. Some of you guys will be taking them into your groups. I'm super pumped for that. But do not forget, as 6th graders come in, we set the pace, we set the culture of what God is doing here and what we are going to continue to be leading students to become fully devoted followers of Jesus. So continue to set the pace, set the mark, and remind our students what Switch is all about. So that is that. In between there, in 2 weeks, we have Switch Senior Night, which means we're going to have Switch Rodeo on top of Switch Senior Night. We're working on a mechanical bull. We're working on it. I'm not going to give you too much to know about, but we're going to be doing root beer floats, all the fun stuff for Switch Rodeo. Super excited to celebrate our seniors and send them off. Be praying for those people who are going into a transition and stepping into a new season of life. It is really exciting. So with June 5th being the last week of the semester. Last year we went 3 weeks into June. This year we're only going to do 1 week. We're going to be creating a little bit of a cliffhanger for some of our students, especially our 6th graders, because we're actually going to be doing a summer switch experience, which is going to be a week in July. I will give you guys the exact date once I have that. But we're going to be doing a summer switch experience, big bring-in night, create momentum going into the semester, knowing and reminding our students that we're just a couple of weeks starting when we do that in July. And we're going to be doing a switch leader vision night in August, the week before switch starts. Also, we'll have dates on as soon as I get those for you guys. But I'm so honored to serve with every single one of you guys. I'm excited for all that God is getting ready to do. I know that he's done incredible things, but I truly believe that God is just getting started in this place. So I'm pumped to see you guys this Wednesday night. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your coach, reach out to me, and I would love to help you guys out. But I will see you guys this Wednesday night. Be praying for all that God's going to do, and make sure you wear your Switch Leader shirt, 6:15 huddle. I'll see you guys there. Peace.